Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are you all doing today? It's an absolute pleasure to be able to speak to one and all and also see the image of Lord early in the morning hours. I'm sure there's nothing more amazing than this that I could ever dream of. Life is a beautiful experience for those who wish to create more and more fantastic experiences in their life. And for those who are completely bothered about proving their point to the world, life will have its own ways of saying things to you. For me, it's been an incredible experience because the more and more I begin to come to a zone within, every time it is reinforcing the decisions that I have taken. The decision not to marry, the decision not to get bonded, the decision to prioritize love and grace, the decision to be able to just witness the kind of time that you love to be with yourself and with those whom you choose to be. It's a gracious experience. Life cannot happen when you are not willing to make decisions that support your freedom. When you are constantly working towards creating misery, that's exactly what you would get. Please see this. A lot of people are constantly working to create misery. What are they doing in life? And that is the biggest problem in the world. From childhood, you are put into education. Very good thing. But what is happening in the name of education? Memorization of information, which is the greatest sin against education. Memorization of information without knowing where you're going to put what you have learned into use is a disaster. Now, I feel very rarely do people, in a particular profession choose to largely apply what they have learned. One field is doctors, very rarely in the engineering field. Then, I don't know which all other professions. So it's very important that one does not get engaged in memorization of information. But nevertheless, this is exactly what's happening. And one is away from themselves, away from the family, away from all those things. In fact, the family structure is designed in such a manner that from the time the child is born, there is a deep conspiracy that is happening to send the child away. And when it becomes a success, after their degree, they go away, they pick up a job. They crib and complain, the parents, that my son is not with me, my daughter is not with me. These days there are no relationships. Which days were there relationships, I'm asking? Constantly families were created for protection, for one's own selfish greed. And when a person like me who chooses not to marry, who is doing the greatest service to the humanity, who is choosing to exist in love, people have a problem. Some people, not everyone, the sensible ones never have a problem, they realize it. Because somewhere They are willing to accept that, listen, I know my life sucks and therefore I must not put another person into the same thing. But the so-called middle class population and the poor population and the upper middle class population somewhere are hypnotized with this whole idea, and they try to hypnotize their children that Mata Pita Guru Devam. Now, when you say Mata Pita Guru Devam, please also define what are the qualities of this Mata, what are the qualities of this Pita, what are the qualities of the Guru. Obviously, giving you one example, that there is a woman, she takes a divorce, she has a 10-year-old son and a 3-year-old daughter, and now she decides to live with her boyfriend. Now, which son and which daughter or the so-called middle class can you come out and say to pray to this Mata as Guru? Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. Mata, Pita, Guru, Devam. First putting mother, then putting father, then putting Guru, then putting God. Anybody who follows this must be willing to accept this woman as a benchmark because she is a mother and she should be respected in the society. But that's not happening. So therefore, what I'm saying you is, today is very important to reverse engineer. Or in fact, always the people who are reverse engineered have enjoyed their life a lot. Who are those people who are reverse engineered? First should be God. That's it. Second should be God. Third should be God. Fourth should be God. In my case, it's Lord Balaji. Because I don't have the power to directly access God. So I perceive the grace through the conduit. Through a very powerful entity who is free from greed, who is free from jealousy, who is free from lust, who is free from anger. And when I'm also like that now, as I experience my life, but I have limitations like hunger. I have certain limitations like certain things. When you are meeting some people, this little drain you because this human body has a lot of limitation, physicality. So such kind of limitations are not there. Look at Lord Balaji. Millions of people come and they just say their complaints and Lord simply patiently listens. And I feel very, very grateful and gracious that I'm being blessed and being chosen as someone who's worthwhile to pray, to participate in his good and holy activities and feel wonderful. Have a wonderful time, everyone. This is Karthik Poovanam. I'm a leadership coach, author and travel explorer. And I will see you in another amazing video. Till then, have a gracious time.